Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula, member of Spellbinders design team. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an elegant and easy to make monogrammed place cards for your Thanksgiving dinner table. I'm going to be working with several new contour dies, the Leave Me Alone, as well as tag team dies, and also Etched Alphabet wafer thin dies from Spellbinders. I'm going to begin working on my project by die cutting several tags using the tag team contour die. This particular die allows you to cut 3 different shapes. I'm going to be cutting the tag one. You can choose to cut other shapes or multiple shapes for your tags, it's completely up to you. I'm using thick chipboard to create my tags today. Contour dies can cut a variety of different materials, including chipboard. I'm using my clear plates and sandwiching my die with a chipboard in between the plates and sending this through my platinum. It's not hard to cut. It does require a little bit of force, and I'm trying to roll it slowly here simply because I don't want the die to pop out on the other side. And here's our chipboard tag all nice and ready. If you want, you can cover this chipboard piece with patterned paper, fabric, lace, burlap, whatever your heart desires before you cut it and have a beautiful chipboard tag with a nice top layer if you want. Next, I'm going to create a leaf die cut to dress up this tag, and I'm going to use the Leave Me Alone die and once again cut it out of chipboard. Another good option is watercolor paper. We will be watercoloring this piece later, so if you want to have true watercolor look, you might want to use watercolor paper to cut this element out. Once again, I'm using the same clear plates, sandwich, and cutting this in my platinum machine. So here's my leaf, and I also die cut a couple of flowers. I'm setting these aside as I don't need them for this particular project. I like working with chipboard because I can use my other Spellbinders dies, the wafer thin dies, and emboss all sorts of designs onto it. The result is going to look somewhat like letterpress, as embossing is not going to show on the back side, only on the front. I'm using Spellbinders Etched Alphabet die and embossing a letter or a guest initial onto my place card. So I have my platform, I'm placing my tag, adding a die and covering this with embossing mat and then embossing plate, and sending this through my machine. Instead of using letters, you can use other die designs such as maple leaves and oak leaves and emboss these onto your tag for a beautiful fall look. Whenever I think of fall, I associate it with gold, so I'm going to use gold embossing powder and ink up the edges of my tag with gold. To do this, I'm going to dip the edges of my tag into embossing ink. This is special clear sticky ink that remains wet longer and allows embossing powder to stick. So I'm going to add this ink to the edges of my tag and then pour gold embossing powder on top. If you ended up having too much powder somewhere, use a dry paintbrush and simply clean up that area. Next, use your heat tool and heat set the powder to melt it. The result is stunning and looks like your tag has been dipped into gold paint. We also want to decorate the leaf, and I'm going to use my watercolors and add yellows and reds onto my chipboard to make it look like a real fall leaf. Be sure to blend the pigment to avoid having harsh and defined lines in between the colors. While this element is still damp, sprinkle gold embossing powder on top. This will add beautiful gold accents to our project. Make sure to heat set it. Add a bit of glue to the tag and adhere the leaf on top. Use piercing end of your 2-in-1 or hole punch to create an opening and thread some gold string through. Finally, add a little wooden clothespin and enjoy! Create monogrammed place cards for all of your guests for your next Thanksgiving dinner. I hope this video has inspired you to create with your contour dies. Be sure to come back and watch other videos on our YouTube channel for more ideas. If you have any questions about this project, please leave them in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to Spellbinders YouTube channel for more education and inspiration. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!